Some wonders vanish not with a bang, but with a whisper. A glacier melts, a forest drowns, a coral reef turns ghost white. And before we realize it, they're gone, lost forever. But what if we could remember them, not just in photos, but in feeling? This is a journey through 10 natural wonders, once breathtaking, now lost. Gone not because of time, but because of us. 10. The Pu'u'o'o Lava Lake, Hawaii. For decades, it glowed, a molten red eye in the heart of Hawaii. The Pu'u'o'o Lava Lake was the longest continuously erupting volcanic feature in modern history. From 1983 to 2018, it oozed fire and built land, literally growing the island. But in May 2018, it drained overnight, violently collapsing and disappearing. What was left? A gaping pit. The lesson? Even the most powerful forces of nature are not permanent. 9. The Aral Sea, Central Asia. Once the fourth largest lake on Earth, the Aral Sea was a vast inland ocean straddling Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Fishermen sailed across it, and its shores were rich with life. Then came Soviet-era irrigation projects. Rivers were diverted, and the sea began to die. By the 2000s, it was almost gone, a cracked desert floor replacing deep waters. Rusting ships now sit where waves once rolled, a haunting monument to what happens when we bend nature too far. Art. The Chacaltaya Glacier, Bolivia. This glacier gave life to villages, to rivers, even to a ski resort. At 5,300 meters above sea level, Chacaltaya was one of the highest ski destinations in the world. But rising global temperatures melted it faster than predicted. By 2009, it was gone. A 15,000-year-old glacier vanished in our lifetime. The first glacier in the tropics to disappear, but not the last. 7. The Great Barrier Reef, bleached sections, Australia. Technically, the reef still exists, but vast parts of it are already dead. In just the past few decades, mass coral bleaching has killed over 50% of the Great Barrier Reef's shallow corals. Once a kaleidoscope of color, it's now pale, brittle, fading. This isn't erosion. It's slow-motion extinction caused by warming seas and acidifying oceans. We're not losing just beauty. We're losing one of Earth's most complex ecosystems. 6. The North American chestnut forests. Once, 4 billion American chestnut trees covered eastern U.S. forests. They were massive, majestic, the redwoods of the East. Then came a fungal blight, accidentally imported from Asia. Within 40 years, almost all chestnuts were wiped out. Today, their stumps still sprout, only to die again. It's a ghost forest, a reminder of how fragile biodiversity can be. 5. Bikini Atoll, Marshall Islands. A tropical paradise turned into a radioactive wasteland. In the late 1940s, the US tested 23 nuclear bombs here, including the massive Castle Bravo. It vaporized coral reefs, poisoned waters, and displaced native islanders. Even today, radiation lingers. Nature is slowly returning, but Bikini Atoll remains a scar on Earth's surface and on our conscience. 4. The Old Man of the Mountain, New Hampshire, USA. Nature doesn't just fall to humans. Sometimes it falls to time. The Old Man of the Mountain was a 40-foot granite profile perched on a cliffside, a proud symbol of New Hampshire, etched by erosion over millennia. But in 2003, after years of weathering, the face collapsed. People cried. Memorials were built, because even rocks can break and legends can fall. 3. The forests of Easter Island, famous for its stone moai statues. But the island once had towering palm forests. Centuries ago, Polynesians deforested the island to move those giant statues. No trees meant no boats, no shade, no biodiversity. Civilization collapsed. Easter Island became a cautionary tale of ambition unchecked and nature ignored. 2. The ice shelf of Larsen. B. Antarctica. In 2002, something terrifying happened. A 3,250 square kilometer ice shelf disintegrated in just 35 days. That's an area bigger than Rhode Island, gone. Scientists were stunned. This wasn't predicted for decades. It was one of the most dramatic signs of climate acceleration the world had ever seen. And it's only gotten worse since. 1. Lake Pupo, Bolivia. Once Bolivia's second largest lake, Lake Pupo was a shimmering expanse that supported thousands. But mining, agriculture and climate change drained its water. By 2015 it dried up completely. Birds stopped migrating. Fishermen walked where boats once floated. Satellite images now show cracked earth, a desert born from water. This isn't just a lost lake. It's a mirror of the future if we don't act. These were not fairy tales. They were real, living, breathing wonders, and we lost them. But here's the truth. If loss is possible, so is preservation. The Earth is not asking us to be perfect, just to be present. If these wonders moved you, share them. Because remembering is resistance. And sometimes, saving what's left starts with never forget. If you enjoyed this cinematic countdown, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Epic Verge, your destination for epic top 10s on nature, culture, cities, and wonders of the world.